Okay. Here we are. Doki a Doki. Picnic party. Literature club. We are here, my dudes. Let me remove that real quick. We are ready to go again. Now, I know I don't have any viewer audience, but that is the reason why I can do this literally at any time, because I have no one to do this for, basically. And it's going to be recorded anyway, and which is the main purpose of me doing it in the first place, to have this recorded on something, so I don't have to like make something, upload it to YouTube. It's already uploading as we speak, and it's alive, which is really good. And let me see here. Uploading as we speak. Yep. And it's alive. Yep. Okay, so that's good. I actually need my mouse because I like that better than just tapping at the screen. Okay. Alright. Let's just get right here. So what this is a second playthrough of Doki Doki Literature Club, which is amazing, but it's after everything. So we basically beat the game, I guess, and everything happened, and all that crazy stuff happened. So this is a second playthrough because I know for sure, I haven't really looked into it, but I know for sure that there's some things that I could have done differently. Like with Sayori. I don't know if that's like a true event that always has to happen or something, because I know that I picked some things that were out of the choices. And other things too. So we'll see when we get there. I'll be more expected of things, because obviously the first playthrough I didn't know anything. So I was easily scared with the little tips and tats that were happening. So I will play it again. I will do the voice acting. And I realized I can do... The voices are as followed, because I've been watching the Game Grumps play this game, and they didn't know either about this game, but they gave Monica like a robot voice, like, "Hi Luna, how are you doing today? You know, something like that. Unintentional. They didn't know about the whole Monica thing, and her being a robot. It's kind of funny, you know, when you think about it. I don't want to do that, because one, that'd be really annoying to do all the time with how much she pops up. And two, when it gets to like something serious, I want everybody to have a good voice for serious moments, so it doesn't like depreciate the value of the seriousness, you know? And yeah, so the voices are as followed. You have me, normal me, protagonist, I guess. And then and then you have Yuri. And then you have Natsuki. And then you have Monica, who's all happy and carefree and full of sunshine. And for Sayori, it's gonna be like, how do I do? "Hi Luna, wow, it's so great to see you. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it." It's kind of like Yuri's voice, except it's more energetic, which is the difference, because it's like, "Oh, Hi, Luna. Compared to Stu, he's like, oh, hi, Luna. How are you doing? Oh, blah, 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 blah. So there's that. We got that out of the way. So that's what I'm going to be trying to do, hopefully. Even though it sounds kind of similar, but we'll see. So let's get this started. Oh, well, first of all, I'm not sure what was shown before, but I had to uninstall the game and reinstall it. So I'm pretty sure that it's just going to be normal, because installing the game doesn't do anything besides reset everything. So I don't expect anything new to happen or anything to change other than me playing the game and doing the changes myself through the choices and playing the game itself. So everything's just going to repeat and everything's going to be the same pretty much, I guess. Because reinstalling the game is like the same thing as installing the game the first time. So, okay. I'm not expecting anything to change. That being said, everything is pretty normal up until the Sayori thing. So I'm just gonna do what I got to do, and it'll be good. Which means it's gonna be a lot of reading, which is also good because I technically didn't stream the beginning of this game when I played it, so there's a lot of stuff I haven't said out loud or done. But I will let you know what choices I made if it comes to a choice that I did not stream. Because when I started streaming this, it was during Yuri's encounter before the festival. And then all that stuff happened, which made me want to stream the game. So I opened it up. Should be on stream. Yeah? Yeah. Let's get rid of that. Oh, yes. Okay, so this is good. Hold on, let me stop that real quick. So this is what happened. No, continue where I left off. Leaves us at the message that Monica put when she did all of her efforts and ended the game before Sayori went crazy. Yes, delete my existing data. It is gonna restart the game. Yeah. I don't know what I was thinking. So yes, delete my data. Oh god, what is this? Oh, okay. This game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. You know, it's funny, I don't remember this popping up the first time I played this. But it's fuzzy to me. I don't know. I don't remember a lot of things that happen, which is very weird. Because in a visual novel, you think you would remember. But anyway, we're going to go through this. Individuals suffering from anxiety or depression may not have a safe experience playing this game. For content warnings, please visit http://ddlc.moe/warning.html. Because as you know, this game is very deep and depressing and stuff like that. And you know, if you're suffering from these problems, you should go seek some help. And just remember that nothing is ever worth your life, no matter how you feel or what you may be thinking. There are better choices and options in life that you can be doing to help you, yourself, and the people around you, who are always willing to help people like this in need. So, yeah. By playing Doki Doki Literature Club, you agree that you are at least 13 years of age, and you consent to your exposure of highly disturbing content. Oh, indeed it is. I agree. Team Salvato. This game is not suitable for children of those who are easily disturbed. Doki, Doki. See, okay, so everything's the same. Pa-pa-da. Okay. Okay. So this should be the same. We are going with the same name, Luna. And here we go. Hey! I don't know what this is yet, technically. I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. Sorry. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. I overslept again! But I caught you this time! Baby, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. Yeah! You say that like you're thinking about ignoring me. That's me, Luna. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to the school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Luna, have you decided to join a club yet? A club? I told you already, I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Uh-huh. I was talking about how worried you won't learn how to socialize with or have any skills before college. Hold on. Uno momento. Okay, sorry about that. Everything is good to go. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright, alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises though. Will you at least promise me that you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much makes me want to ease her mind a little, just at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori. Sayori must have come into classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's gonna make you late for your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, Know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori. Yeah? There is no way I'm going to your club. Eh? Meanie. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to plan all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go! And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. Eh? I glance around the room. Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Luna, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. Yeah. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She is also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back toward the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Ah, well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Luna. It's great to see you again, Luna. Oh boy, I think the second playthrough might just be what I needed here. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. So, having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Come sit down, Luna. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at... I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica. I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and already has managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around with my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything. I thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe, but not for you, you know. Oh, okay, I got a little confused. But not for you know, you, dummy. It's a little weird right there. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places the teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers give us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Sorry. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make it something special. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't many more people in this club yet. Must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting on uno momento. Okay, sorry about that. I just have little interruptions here and there. It's unavoidable, but let me just take this time to check my boundaries here. Okay. Alright. Okay. I hope people can enjoy this. It looks like people who are watching. I technically can't look at the chat and play at the same time, but I can check in it occasionally. So I'm sorry if it feels like I'm ignoring you, but you know, I did do this for myself in the first place. So there's that. Okay, just putting my stuff out there. Actually, I should get because I'm looking at my phone, right? And I'm like looking at the chat at the same time and all that stuff. So I just have to check it occasionally now and then, while looking out for the small interruptions. Okay. Alright, okay. Sorry about that. Just have to take care of some things. Ugh. Oh, yeah. Okay. Not many people are very interested in putting all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident like we all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they're all so delighted by the idea of the new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Luna, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga, I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up after she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can be so deliberately... Oh, sorry. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Huh. I read this as I play this for the second time. You definitely threw me for a loop the last time, but now I know all your little tricks. I know everything there is to know. So I won't be fooled again. Except for something new that might happen, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate at the minimum level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I can't really put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh my god. Ugh. Oh, jeez. Oh, I'm being assaulted by a deadly weapon. Well, I just... Okay. Alright, now is the time. I can unleash my power. Well, I just... Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind the last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud! And give that back! Fine, fine. Your cupcakes, your poems. Everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up your readers and exposing their vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Aw, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Luna? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the whole time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at and, I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But... I'm sorry, I thought... Luna... You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy. Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Luna, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety dwelling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey Luna, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right. Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will come my way. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Whew. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. I'm not sure if it matters, cause if you look at the colors, it seems like this is different from that. Like this is pink and that's purple. But I might be ballooning here. So if what I say is correct, this one should be Natsuki. Okay. Because I don't know if this means anything, but this should be Natsuki too. And I don't know. This should be Natsuki too. Are they all? Is this row just Natsuki? Shiny? Heart? Oh no. Rain Cloud? No. Okay, I thought I had it, but I do not have it. So that's like a purple. Bubbles? Poof? I think it's very subtle, but I think it is. You have to like assume. Like, I think, I don't know. I think Raindrops might be Natsuki again. Nope, that's Yuri. I think Sweet might be Natsuki. Nope. Yeah, I don't think, I don't know if this changes anything or if there's something different. Okay, it seemed like it was more to Natsuki, but we'll see what happens. Hi again, Luna. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Ha 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 ha. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Uno momento. Okay. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out.
Thanks for keeping your promise, Luna. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it.
Oh, come on. Like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature! Ow! I just have to let go and be free. Oh my god. This was a bad idea. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back in their seat. Don't worry, guys. Luna always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without even me asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room.
How dependable.
Sayori, that's because your room is so messy and distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? Hey.
You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous.
How come? You and Luna can become good friends too. Sayori. Ugh. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know?
Wait, Sayori?
Me?
Oh, not really.
Don't be shy.
It's really nothing.
What is it?
Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. Ooh, what do I do?
I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what.
Is that so?
Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be.
Alright. Well, here.
Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book.
I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book you thought I might enjoy. It's a short read, so it'll keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted.
How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Excuse me. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book.
Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think.
Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Ugh! I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the classroom. The closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. You looking for something in here? Freaking Monica. She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point in keeping your collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga. You read manga, right? Sometimes? Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into until you figure out where the other person stands. How did you know anyway? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written all in your face. What's that supposed to mean? Is it written all over my face? I need to look into a mirror or something. See. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack. There it is. Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. Ah, much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know that feel. I get a closer look at the box she's admiring. Parfait Girls? It's a series I never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible. If you're gonna judge, you can throw it through that glass on the door. She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything. It was your tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Luna. Consider this a lesson straight from the literature club. Don't judge a book by its cover. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box. I'm gonna show you exactly why. She shoves the book into my hands. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly moe. And for those of you who don't know what moe is, it's a very cutesy anime with no real plot to it. Don't just stand there. Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. If only it was that easy. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the window seals. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that. Why's that? I guess it's easier to be close together like this. Don't just say that. You'll make me feel weird about it. Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's particularly a bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few pages. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning? You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention? I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can't talk at the same time. It looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. I kinda grew out of these, since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for a lack of plot. So, what should I expect from this? Is there gonna be plot? Well, obviously. You think I would enjoy something that didn't have a plot? I mean, well, I guess I know what you're saying. A lot of the beginning is about simple things. Like, there's a really funny chapter where they're obsessed with the guy at an ice cream shop, but that just helps you get to know the characters. And besides, it's still entertaining. But later on, it's all kinds of drama. Like when they get in, when they get into all their backstories, and when some of the romance starts to happen, that's really what makes it so good. There are so many touching parts. Is that so? It sounds like you really know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimated you. Hey, wait. What's that supposed to mean? Ugh. Natsuki gives me a little shove. I just meant that I haven't yet seen you at your full power. To go even further beyond. Good save. This chapter seems like it's about baking. This is just a guess, but is there a lot of baking in this manga? Well, Natsuki pauses for a moment, as if she doesn't want to admit something. Yeah. Why does that matter? It doesn't. I was just curious. Since you enjoy baking too, right? That's just a coincidence. I just happened to get in baking around the same time I got into this manga. Like I would ever get into anything because it's in a manga. I feel bad for anyone that's impressionable. Ah, definitely not a coincidence. I guess that explains Natsuki's interest in baking. Still, of all the hobbies to pick up from a manga, that's definitely one of the better ones. Not to mention she's really good at it, so who am I to judge? Aw, look at Natsuki, it's so cute. She's so cute, like, oh, she's like, oh, Luna, Luna. You wanna read this manga together? It'd be really nice. I love you so much, Luna. Ah, gosh. Okay. Just checking the chat. And I need some water. And someone's playing Dark Souls. I don't know if you guys can see that. We read on for a few more minutes. I finished a couple chapters at this point. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not. Even though you're just watching me read. Well, I'm fine with that. If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? You don't? That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Sorry. Like I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga is for kids. I can't even bring it up without them being all like, you still haven't grown out of that yet? Makes me want to punch them in the face. Ugh, I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated toward the other losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Huh? Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. I don't even know what my dad would do if he found this. At least it's safe here in the club room. Except Monaco's kind of a jerk about it. Ugh, I just can't win, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am, reading it. Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems. Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right? Yeah. So? Jeez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. I flip the page. Suddenly, Natsuki starts laughing. I totally forgot that happens. Natsuki puts her finger on one of the panels. Nori is my favorite character. You always feel a little bad for her since she's so unlucky. But it gets especially bad when... Ooh. I shouldn't be talking about that yet. Just finish this chapter. Natsuki's voice sparkled with excitement. Oh. It's a stark contrast to her usual bossy tone. But if she's not used to sharing her favorite manga with her friends, I can understand why. It's hard to express in words and feeling when you get it connecting with someone like that. And being able to provide that to Natsuki, from whom it's a rare experience. The thought makes me smile a little to myself. Okay, everyone. Are you all ready to share today's poems? Ugh. Oh, come on. Could your timing be any worse? Sorry. I just need to make sure we have enough time. Though you do look pretty cozy over there. God. Natsuki suddenly notices how close she's gotten to me. She hastily slides herself a good 12 inches away from me. Alright. Guess I'll stop here for now. I close the book and hand it towards Natsuki. You're just giving it back? Don't you want to know what happens? Yeah, but... Monica just said... Don't be dumb. Just take it home with you. Is that really alright? I say that mostly because I didn't really plan on using my spare time to read this. Well, of course. It wouldn't take forever to finish it if you didn't take it home. Just finish that one before tomorrow so we can start the next one. And if it gets bent, I'll kill you. By tomorrow? I only got partway through the volume so far. I might fall behind on some shows if I try to get through this. But I suppose that's a necessary sacrifice in exchange for seeing Natsuki's enthusiastic face. Or am I more scared of what will happen if I don't finish it? Manga doesn't take that long to read, if I recall. Unless it got a lot longer than what I remember, but it's definitely not that long to read. Alright then. I stand up. I return to where I put my stuff and carefully slip the book into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration, since I've really never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share it with? I can't wait! Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Okay. So... I don't know if this means anything, of who you pick first or who you pick last, but... Natsuki liked my poem the most, but... well, Monica's not even an option. It wouldn't hurt to go to her first, so we'll see what happens. I should start with Monica. Yesterday she seemed so eager to read my poem and I want her to know I'm putting in effort. Hi Luna. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good. Glad to hear. By the way, since you're new and everything,
If you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay?
Alright, I'll keep that in mind.
Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up.
I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in.
Anyway, want to share your poem with me?
It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to.
Don't worry, Luna. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll learn to get past soon.
Yeah, that's true.
I hand Monica my poem. I like it, Luna.
Really?
It's a lot cuter than I expected.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, no. It kind of makes me think of something not so cute, right?
Huh. I think that does matter.
Because I remember one time where Monica would tell me, yo, Yuri would like this, or something like that.
So, I don't know. That's a little different. But we'll keep going. Everything's the same so far.
And she's a good writer too. So take that as a compliment.
If you say so.
Yep. By any chance, have you read anything by Shel Silverstein?
Maybe a long time ago.
He's famous for telling all kinds of stories in just a few simple words. His poems can be funny, endearing, or even sad. And sometimes they're only a few lines long. They might even feel like they're written for kids, but if you think about them, they can express views in the world that would apply to anybody.
I see. So you're saying that Natsuki is kind of like that?
Sort of. Maybe she's not an expert, but you probably won't find much filler in her poems. They might be easy to write, but they're super challenging to get the meaning through. So I can see why it would be your kind of poem to explore. I'm sure I end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way we could find a style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little biased toward their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you to find what suits you most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to be not very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know?
I see. Well, let's read it then. Click outside Palmyra to continue. Okay. Well, I think it's the same poem, so I'll just read it anyway.
Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the spackle protrudes, a noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina's already scorched with a permanent copy of a meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. Oof. Oh, how deep. From what I see, hole in the wall. So you're looking at a hole in the wall, you're seeing all this stuff, and you think, wow, I wonder what's out there. But in reality, you you are what's inside. So you're like the problem, I guess. Like you're contained into this box, and then there's a hole in the wall, and then normal people will look into you and wonder what's inside. This is Luna's philosophy class. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for all your daily poem readings. So, what did you think? It's very freeform. If that's what you can call it. Uno momento. Okay, we're back. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure how to put it, but I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that, but it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy up later. Another way to think about this is, if you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Let's see. I don't know. Oh yeah, Natsuki. Hold on, I need to blow my nose, and I need to drink some Wawa. Okay, we're going to Natsuki because she liked my poem. Yeah. Okay, well, let's start with the things I don't like. First of all, Natsuki reads my poem. Never mind, I don't feel like giving you my opinion. Then what's the point of sharing in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. In fact, remember how I said I wanted to read your poems? That's what I had in mind when writing this. I want to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours. Like Monica said. Ooh. Well, I would be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours was really bad. You were supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, ha Well, it's not great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. And you went and ruined it. I hope you're happy. Yeah. So, in other words, you saying you liked it. Natsuki's retort got caught in her throat. You're so... You don't understand anything, do you? I already told you, you don't have to go announcing it like the whole world knows that you're all self-important. Pretty sure you never actually said that. I say that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. I can't figure out if it's a win or a loss that she liked my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right? You're fine, I guess. Only because Monica will make me if I don't. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, and eagles can fly. People can try, but that's about it. Monkeys can climb, and crickets can leap, and horses can race, and owls can seek. Cheetahs can run, and the eagles can fly. People can try, but that's about it. The horses can race, and the crickets can leap, and the eagles can fly. Okay, alright. I just had to sing it to the music because it's all cute. But it is the same poem as before that I've read, so nothing has changed there. So, nothing seems different so far. Nothing weird has happened, and I am perfectly fine. So let's go. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, and then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it's meant to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something today. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Oh boy. Okay, let's go to oh boy. It's like, what voice do I want to do? Oh my goodness. This is so good, Luna. I love it. I had no idea you're such a good writer. Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I had no idea what I like either. Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Eh? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem, it's a Luna poem. And that makes it extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori. Eehehehe. I'm really happy that you wrote one. It just reminds me how really part of the club you are now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's just like I said before, Luna. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people, that's something... that's something that only you... Oh, wait. Okay. That's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all? Yeah. And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That would be my way of thanking you. Man, I'm tired. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above. The sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. So there's definitely deep meaning in this. Breakfast is a very important part of your meal. Always have breakfast. Sayori, this is just a gasp. But did you just wait until this morning to write this? No, just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least it makes me feel a little better. Oh, what am I doing? Well, at least it makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast, even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. See, I told you. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time, I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I'll look forward to that. And now we go to Yuri. The one. Yuri stares at my poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading.
Oh, sorry. I forgot to start speaking.
It's fine. Don't force yourself.
I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right?
Yeah. Why do you ask?
I'm just making sure. I guess that might be after reading through it.
So it's that bad.
No! No! Did I just raise my voice? Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yuri blushes. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take you a little while to get your introduce people. It's fine. I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that... Oh, what am I doing?
It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick up a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and expressiveness are weakened.
Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert.
Of course, that's not something to be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time before it all comes with practice, by learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased sometimes.
Biased? How?
Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry.
It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now?
Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it.
Yuri smiles dreamily, as if it's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, this is supposed to be a literature club. Okay. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. Future time is definitely a cruel mistress. And the only thing that we can do is go with the flow of time. So when the light flickers, we flicker back. And then we move on.
I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting.
What? I wasn't thinking that at all.
But it took you a long time to read.
Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty.
Eh? That's a relief.
Also, I like the poem. Sorry. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive.
It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems.
Not at all.
I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since our first time sharing, I wanted to share something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose.
Are you into ghost Yuri?
Hoo 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 hoo. Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Luna.
Really? I must have totally missed the point.
Well, I suppose you did glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their own work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing.
That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive.
It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too.
Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting. Oh.
I'm counting on you, Luna.
I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated, as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they are just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyes furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Eh?
Did you say something?
Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy.
Thanks. Yours is, cute.
Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about feeling of giving up. How can that be cute?
I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice.
Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all.
Well, I do have a couple suggestions.
If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked somebody who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Luna did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some of my suggestions of my own. First of all,
Excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. And Luna liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it.
Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Eh?
That's not what
Ooh. You're just... Yuri stands up as well.
Maybe if you're just jealous that Luna appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours.
Huh? And how do you know you didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself?
No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything overly cutesy.
Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose booze magically grew a size bigger as soon as the Ludid started showing up.
Natsuki!
Natsuki, that's a little...
This doesn't involve you.
And she's gone. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me, as if they just noticed I was standing there.
Luna, she's just trying to make me look bad.
That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out of the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Luna.
Well, wait. There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Luna? Well,
How did I get myself dragged into this? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whoever I agree with, they probably think more highly of me. Oh, you know what? Oh, God. I should have been saving. But it doesn't matter if I save, because there's gonna be a point where my saves get erased, I believe. Okay, so we're gonna save. Okay, so there's that. So I guess saving between choices is probably the best thing I can do here, just in case. So Natsuki liked my poem, and I noticed that there was a text difference. Alright, we're gonna go with Natsuki. Yuri, you're really talented.
well...
But Natsuki has a point. I think that... I racked my brain in an attempt to back myself up. I think that conveying feelings with a few words can be just as impressive as well. It lets the reader's imagination take over. And Natsuki's poem did a really good job at that. Yeah, it did, didn't it? Shows how much you know.
That's not...
Natsuki, I think that's enough. Huh? Me? But she was so mean to me. Natsuki's voice whines. Look, what we talked about yesterday was right. Writing is a really personal thing, and sharing it can definitely be hard. It looks like we learned that today. Even small criticism can lead to something pretty heated. I glance over my shoulder. Sayori is nodding vigorously. Yeah, so you don't need to feel threatened. You're a great writer, Natsuki. Natsuki's voice gets caught in surprise. Thanks for noticing. She finally mutters that, barely audible. Yuri, Buri, hurry, Duri. Yuri looks at me dejectedly. With a face like that, I can't help but feel bad for her as well. I'm sure that Natsuki didn't mean everything she said, so you don't need to feel threatened either.
Well, if you say so.
Hey, it's not like you need to apologize from me, Luna. Sheesh. Natsuki takes a deep breath. The thing about... Natsuki glances around the room. Would everyone stop staring at me? Unsurprisingly, Natsuki has a harder time with it than she boasted. Sayori and Monica look away. Anyway, the thing about your boobs, I didn't mean it, okay? That's all. Natsuki looks away, avoiding eye contact with anyone. Yeah, you're naturally beautiful, Yuri. Sayori.
I'll go make some tea.
Yeah. I was just trying to help. I'm sure she appreciated it, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. Well, now that we're past that, everyone's read each other's poems, right? I hope that was worthwhile for everyone. Especially you, Luna. And to be honest, it's a nice change of pace from lazing around we got a little... Oh, it's a nice change of pace from the lazing around we got a little too used to. So my joining the club was responsible for ruining the atmosphere. No, not at all. Not at all. There's still time before we go home, so we're all relaxed for a bit. Of course, besides chatting, we do literature-related things in the club room, so maybe you can take the chance to pick up a book or do some writing. After all, that's what the club is for. I disagree, Monica. About what? That's not the most important thing about the literature club. The most important thing is having fun. Of course. Well, I guess that's why you're the vice president, Sayori. In the end, though, Monica's right. Being in the literature club probably means I can't spend all my time doing nothing. But in the end, I guess it's been worth it. It's been worth it so far. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How'd you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun.
Well, I'd say it was worth it.
It was alright. Well, mostly.
Luna, how about you?
Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone.
Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learned something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better.
I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kind of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I could do at least a better job impressing those who I want to impress. I nod to myself with a newfound determination.
Luna, ready to walk home?
Sure, let's go.
Yee.
Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent so much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier.
What do you mean?
You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often?
No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that.
I promise they're both wonderful people.
You don't hate them, do you?
No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they make good friends with you.
Phew. You know, Luna, it's nice that we get to spend time in the club, but I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's... Every day is going to be so much fun.
It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught up into the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay, yeah, let's do this. Oh god. I'm getting noticeably exhausted and tired. It's because I had work and stuff like that, so it's probably... That's probably a good idea to stop here, my dudes. And then, actually, let's try and get Natsuki. That's not Natsuki. Heart. That's Sayori.
Okay, enemy. Jump. Cute. Sunset. Beauty. Pink. Fickle. Oh, she likes that one. Vanilla. Doki Doki. I don't know what that means. Jumpy. Anxiety. Oh no, that's not her. Waterfall. Dream. Candy. Marshmallow. Lollipop. Okay, so Natsuki likes food and like fun things, I guess. No, that's Sayori. Party. No, that's Sayori. Well, that was like half and half Sayori, half Natsuki. Okay, now. Well, I guess we could just save. We have a lot of slots anyway. Alright. So thank you anybody who was watching, and we will return with more Doki Doki soon. I will give an update soon, and we will see what happens. Yeah, we will quit the game, and that will be that. And I will see you later, my Deuterinos.